Sun's out, guys. What another bright day it is. Today it's just going to be a Sunday sit down and chat, probably look over the week, the videos that we've just put out, and yeah, also maybe answer a few comments. Yeah, we'll see what we do when we get where we're going. It is Sunday, so I was thinking I've not had a Sunday roast in a few weeks, so I might go have a Sunday roast somewhere, or I might just go up to Breakburger and have a little walk around the lake. So I'm feeling like I need a little bit of exercise, guys, after a rough week of alcohol. So probably rather just go get a little bit of bloody exercise and have some fish and chips or something. We'll see where it takes us. Yeah, so just a recap over the week, guys. The video we done about the guy Matthew went down very well. Thanks for the comments on that, appreciate it. And it's nice that people like to hear a lot of different stories from out here. That was a pretty serious one. I know that I was cracking around a little bit and eating and stuff, but it's still a serious story, and it's just how I am. I've got my own personality, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and cry about the story or something, you know. I just deal with stuff and I do stuff my own way when I'm doing videos. So yeah, some people are a bit complaining about, well, not you guys, actually just some of my friends are like, you can't sit there and eat food when you're talking about like serious subjects and stuff like that. I'm like, do what we want, you know. Everyone does their videos different. Like, I can be sat there with a smile and talk about a family death. It's just how I cope with things and how I am, guys. So yeah. But it was all pretty positive comments coming back from that, so appreciate that, guys. And yeah, I think it was John, I'm not sure. John left a comment. He was saying about how I dealt with stuff right with Matty. It was the right way to deal with it, etc. Yeah, I know it was. It's just sometimes you wish there could have been a different outcome from that, you know. But like I said in the video, like you can't always get through to people. All you can do is be there, try to be a friend, guys, and yeah, do your best. Nothing more you can do. When the time comes, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. I learned this with a family member a few years back. He said it for years, 67 years he was talking about it, and then it just came around and it happened like that. So yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you for the comments on that. And also I want to have a little talk about people keep asking me to do a video on about living in Pattaya basically and stuff, cost of living, etc. We'll get into that at some point, but there's like 1,000 bloody videos out with the same information. I don't know why I'd want to do the same video. I know I've done some other similar ones to some other vloggers out here, some other Thailand based vloggers, but a lot of people don't want this stuff to just like all different vloggers and new vloggers especially going over the same thing that guys have been doing it for ages, already gone over like 1,000,000 times. But if you want me to do that, but my best advice would probably be like, don't live in Pattaya. Funny coming from me, but if you're looking for cost of living and stuff in Pattaya and stuff, I'd probably say don't move here, guys, right now. Like, I've said it 1,000,000 times, it's not all what you think. Once you stay here too long, it's not the best of places, guys, and you're not going to meet the best kind of other foreigners out here like ourselves. You're not going to find the best friends out here because people are very backstabby here and jealous, and you got like the much older generation, you know, here who just seem to be very grumpy and yeah, jealous as well. Like when younger guys out here and they see them with loads of soy 6 girls on their arm and stuff like that. There's groups out here, and everyone knows what I'm talking about who lives here. In these groups, you see how they start slagging the younger guys off, and like, we all pay for ladies out here, and blah. When some guys don't, you know, because they're young and handsome and they got a six-pack still. You just got to deal with that. You're getting old. I'm getting old. I'm bloody nearly 45, man. Not whinging about nothing like that. These guys are so grumpy and so like jealous in this town. It's crazy. Do you really want to live around that? You're going to move abroad to a nice sunshine, beach, and then deal with numpties like that around you all the time wherever you go. You're probably better going to somewhere like Isan or South Thailand, like Krabi or somewhere like that. You'll have a much better life, guys. And some of those places are a lot cheaper than Pattaya, to be honest. Plus, you'll probably save a lot more, because you won't get roped into all this nightlife stuff, this ladybar stuff, and all this nonsense that goes on here. I know maybe you want to see that. Do have those places in Krabi. There's a very small place in Al Nang called RCA Entertainment. It's a very small area where that kind of thing is available. Phuket, yeah, there's a few places, but you can live away from it all in those places. It's not like Pattaya is literally the whole city's covered in soys with ladybars and stuff and gentlemen's clubs. It's always there, and it's a very quick way to if you've come over with some retirement money or some big savings, or you've won the bloody lottery, trust it'll be gone in no time if you've not got your head on straight. And then you got the friends as well, like I was mentioning. You have these friends that are not really your friends. You know, you'll want to go partying sometimes. You'll offer to buy some bottles in a nightclub because you want to make new friends in town. And you'll have all these friends all of a sudden. As soon as you go into a nightclub and you're buying alcohol for people, you will have all the friends you've never had in this world. And trust me. Will they once in a while get their hands out of their pocket and pay for something in those nightclubs? Probably not. Probably not. The nights when you're like, yeah, let's go out, and you're thinking it's someone else's turn, they ain't going out. They're going out when you're drunk, you're ready to spend all your money on them, and they know they're going to get away with some free drinks and stuff, guys. And there's even guys when you're already at a table in a nightclub who might know a friend of a friend or whatever, and they're just lurching around when you've got a bottle. Like, you just got to really understand what kind of people live out here. You got some guys walking around here, I don't get it as well, how they get over here or what visas they're on and stuff. I've had guys actually begging off me, like European dudes, like walking down Walking Street and stuff, like, yo bro, you got 50 bar, you got 100 bar, and I'm like, how the hell have you ended up in all the way over here, 1,000 miles away from home, and you're begging for money? Like, it's weird, man. Got guys who are supposed to be like DJs and stuff out here, I'm not going to mention names. There's been a particular one, like, he's approached me quite a lot of times in nightclubs and been like, can I have a drink? And stared at the bottle, stared at the ice, and I'm like, just grab a glass and get one if you want. Like, you know, I don't want to be I'm not gonna squabble over a drink, but then like they're coming back and they want to pour another one. It's like, I thought you're like a big DJ out here and stuff like that. And you get this with a lot of bar managers as well, ones that are not doing too well, guys. If you're gonna move out here, I'd just say start watching a lot of these kind of videos, get to know what you're going to deal with before you come here. Stuff can go downhill very fast, your bank account can go down very fast, and the jealousy at the minute it's at a whole time high, guys. I mean, 5 years ago, whatever, there wasn't too much of it, but I was aware it was here. Yeah, the last 5 years, stuff has just got even worse. Like, the more prices go up, you know, people are being squeezed out of their monthly. You got a lot of these. I've always heard these stories. Ex-military got these big packages every month, but it's funny. They're the guys who never got money. A lot of them, when they come in, have one bottle of beer, have a bottle of water, and expect free shots. Expect to touch the girls, you know. There's a lot of goofballs here, man. Like, just be aware of all of this if you're going to move here. And I'm not saying everyone, there's some really nice guys out here. One of my closest friends, he's an ex-military dude. He does get a package out here, he doesn't lie. And he lives by his means on it. He doesn't overspend it and then go around expecting everything for free from people, and not paying girls in bars and stuff like that, you know, being disrespectful to ladies because he's not got the money to pay in the first place. So yeah, you're going to come across a whole lot of drama and all sorts in Pattaya if you're choosing to live here. But I was having a chat with a guy, he's called Broken Man in Thailand. A lot of you guys might have heard of him. He has got a YouTube channel, but he's really bigger on TikTok and Facebook videos and stuff, social media stuff. He does a lot of interesting stuff. I have linked him in the video before. I'll link him again in the description here. Go check this guy's out. He's got a lot of stories. He's been in a relationship out here long term. He's been in the bar industry as well. He was a manager at one point as well on Soy 6. I remember I used to go buy him some drinks and stuff. We used to hang out now and then, parties and stuff like that, not all the time. He's got some interesting stories, guys. And you should see some of the hate and stuff that guy gets. Wow. But he's got another perspective on living out here. We were having a chat the other day and I was saying, like, you know, I'm really fed up with this place. It's gone downhill. The people that are coming here are taking it downhill. We're getting all the Magaluf boys here now. So you got two sides. You got the grumpy old men. You know, they can't get what they want anymore. All these young ones are moving in. They hate everyone. And then you got these young guys. I call them the Magaluf boys or the Ibiza boys coming out here. All the fake tans, the tattooed faces. You know, big egos and shit like that. Like, you know, I just want to avoid them. Like, type of people back home. They walked in a nightclub or a pub and you just walked out. You don't want to deal with those kids, you know. It's like the mommy boy generation, you know, trying to act tough, and they're like what do you call those birds? They're like peacocks with their feathers, you know. They all these tattoos on their faces, and they're always triple tanned and shit, you know, because they're just not normal with themselves, you know, in their own skin and their own personalities. We've got a lot of them coming over here now. They're causing even a worse problem, man. Like, these are the ones, kids who are falling in love with all the girls out here and stuff. Some of them are buying businesses here. They don't know what they're getting themselves into. You know, we all pay certain people out here for businesses. I'm not going to say too much on this. All I say is, it gets to a point they don't realize a few years down the line when these people want more. If you don't give them more, a lot of bad stuff can happen and a lot of problems can arise. But these young kids are not being told. I know a lot of them been ill-informed by other owners out here. They've gone and managed for a few people, and these guys, and they've left off to buy a bar, and these guys are, yeah, buy your own bar, mate. They don't tell them a lot of what goes on. You guys might remember a very well-known incident where some person ended up in a freezer and stuff like that at one point, like out here. Yeah, enough said, guys. Like, oh, the roast is turned up. What a subject when a plate of meat's turned up. Yeah, guys, you might remember hearing about that incident. Business deals here can go very sour, very fast. It's not a place for mommy's boys to be playing around as well, so gotta be very careful out here. But if you want to move here, like I said, Broken Man in Thailand, he's got another perspective on it. How to live out here, how to be happy out here, who not to get involved with. Just be with yourself and enjoy the real side of Pattaya, the markets, walking down your soy in the rain when you just not feeling okay some days, and sitting on the floor, it's all okay out here. He's got a whole different perspective of stuff here, but I agree with him. You can live here if you stay out of certain circles, you stay away from certain business. Yeah, it's the best thing. You just got to watch about the people and the business you're in out here. You probably could live a pretty chilled life here, but if you go to Krabi or somewhere like that, you don't have to think about this. You can just live, you know. You can live in a natural paradise without worrying about all these other silly things that would creep up in Pattaya very fast on you, which wouldn't do over there because it's a different kind of people living there. I'm talking about local and I'm talking about foreigners as well. You know, talking about both. And Pattaya is very different to what you're going to find in the south if you go up to East Arm. Anyone will tell you that who's lived here for a long time. So yeah, guys, I'm going to tuck into this lovely roast that's just come out. It looks absolutely amazing. Like I said, I've not had a Sunday roast in like a month. I just kept forgetting when it was Sunday, waking up on Monday and going, oh, I'll go for a roast today, and I've missed the day. That's how bad it gets out here. Like I told you, I'm in the trap. I'm in the trap of drinking 6 days a week where my body's not in the best condition, my mind's not in the best condition. And that's why I'm warning you guys about this. Getting mixed up with the wrong people, the wrong business. This place can turn very bad very fast for you. But let me finish this and we'll talk about the other side of it, guys. So yeah, guys, so basically my advice would be the way to live here, if you want to live here, live over on the dark side or somewhere like that. Live right at the other side of Jomtien and as far as you can get away from the main center of Pattaya. Avoid the nightlife. avoid the nightlife as much as possible, guys. Try to do what you would do back home. Back home we didn't party every night. We done like a Friday night party, you know. We worked all week and then we just partied on the weekend. What happens when you get here? Every night turns into a party, and that's where it shit up, guys. It messes shit up big time. So a nightlife, try and avoid if you can. That's probably the first thing. Second thing, other expats are here, be careful. I'm not saying avoid them, just be careful which ones you mix around with. They'll just ruin your whole idea of living out here, and they will just take up your time with a bunch of garbage, and you'll just start to hate the place and regret your move here because of other people's opinions and other people's actions out here. Another thing, don't think of moving here to come be a bar manager, guys. This is the last thing I want to say. Don't move here and think you're going to come and be a bar manager out here. The days of bar managers is literally done, guys. A lot of people online know about the incident in Soy 6 with a particular bar. A manager got 21 years in prison. Guys, just avoid it. Listen, these people who own bars and stuff, they'll try and coerce you out here to work for them and stuff for silly money, you know. Probably a lot less than you get back home sweeping the streets. You think it's all dandy because you're around these girls all day, etc., who are also another system to milk the hell out of you and fool you. And you know, these are like 20-year-old girls, but it's funny, like guys come out here in their 50s and they get right around the finger. Intelligent men, supposed to be intelligent, some gone to university, some bloody pilots, lawyers, I've seen it all, man. These 19 to 20-year-old girls, wrap them right around there and get everything. Idiots. Like, yeah, you come here and you won't be a bar manager, you're going to ruin your life. Trust me, you're going to ruin your health. It's not worth it. Don't come out here unless you've got enough money to sustain you without working. But yeah, it's just a bad industry to be in. Don't move over here and think about getting involved in that, guys. I'm obviously one who can tell you. Seen a lot, guys. I was next to the bar on Soy 6 when it got raided and that manager got locked up. I watched him get carried away in handcuffs a few years ago, before the sentencing happened and stuff like that. Guys, there's a big witch hunt for not just guys who are managing businesses out here, also owners, guys, at the minute. A lot of guys in town don't listen. They don't listen when they're told about stuff that's going on. I've actually put some information a few weeks ago, and it's not like it's a secret, because where do you think I get this information? Stupid people don't listen, carry on thinking they can do what they want in other people's countries, etc. And trust me, just stay away from that kind of business. Don't think about it. There's a lot of stuff going to go down within the next year in Pattaya. A lot of things are going to change as far as the bar stuff goes in that, guys. Just be very careful. Like I said about trusting people, expats that you meet out here, those guys who will tell you to come and work for them and do this and do that, it'll all be good. I pay people, I do this. They will not bail your ass out when you get 21 years in prison or more. They will not be there to bail you out, guys. Whatever people tell you about, you can pay for everything out here, and you can, it's corrupt and it's you don't have enough money. These business owners don't have enough money to sort out those kind of problems. Trust me, we've just seen it happen with some very big people. You will just ruin your life. Yeah, trust me. How is how can you live out here? The best way, like I said, move to the dark side, move as far as you can out of Pattaya city, avoid the nightlife. You know, stick to yourself, man. Do you really need to be cuddling on to other grown men from back home around here? Did you move here to hang around with the dude next door? I didn't. I want to avoid those people. Stick to yourself. Make more Thai friends, guys. The good way to stay away from the nightlife and really enjoy yourself out here, if you do like a drink, is on the weekend. Leave it for the weekend so that you're not blowing your money all week and you're not turning into an absolute alcoholic like a lot of people are out here. And go to places like Soy Excite, nice Thai clubs, guys. You just buy a very cheap bottle on the table. People come and pour your drinks for you. They're really nice. They don't beg you for money. They don't beg you for drinks. There's no girls harassing you. And then there's other markets as well. There's some night markets. Can't think of the main one right now. It's not Tree Town. There's another one that's open nearly all through the night. And people just sit there, you know. They do work online or whatever they're doing. Sometimes they only go out at midnight. They go to these markets, chill with a bunch of Thai people, have some laughter, have some whiskey, and watch the sun come up, and then go home. You know, when you're around local people, you're not going to get all that jealousy from back home and stuff. And oh, look, he's got these girls around him, and he's got that. I don't have that. You're not going to get all that. That's why I'm saying avoid it. Like 90% or more of the jealousy and the problems and the drama is coming from people from our own hometowns and stuff. Trust me, people that you would think we'd get on with more out here, but we just don't. And people can say in the comments all they want that it's bollocks and stuff. Most of those are the ones who are probably causing the problems out here as well, and have got problems, you know. I've got mates who come out on holiday. They don't even live here, and they know exactly how the expats are here. Come and whinge to me all the time. Oh, this guy's done this, and he's gone behind my back with this, and you know, back home he's talking about this, about what I did in Thailand. Can't trust none of them out here, man. So yeah, my main thing would be, I guess this video is turning into how not to live in Thailand, not how to live in Thailand or in Pattaya, with all this chat that I'm talking about. I just not, if you're going to retire or something, look at Isan first, guys. Look at Udon Thani, look at Sakon Nakhon, look at, if you want to, you think about the south, you want beautiful beaches and stuff, think about Ao Nang, Pranang, Ao Nang, Surat Thani, some real cool local towns, guys, where it's not overwhelmed there with expats, and they don't have this whole jealousy thing going on and hierarchy in town of bar owners and stuff like this, trying to fight for business, and you know, all this nonsense that goes on in Pattaya, guys. This place can be such a drama if you don't block stuff out, you know, or if you don't live outside of town, away from it, so you're not involved. But obviously I'm in the thick of this every day, being around the clubs and stuff, so I see this, and 6 years nearly is a long time to gain a bit of knowledge about this. I'm not saying I know it all. This guy's been out 20 years, but a lot of those guys, older guys, they're not around these younger guys coming over here now. They don't even hang around with these guys, and they don't see the stuff that goes on between these guys and the falling in love with the girls and all the other dramas that are coming out these days. They just sit in their condos all day, hang out by the pool, come out and have one beer or a bottle of water in a go-go once in a while and go home. So you're not going to gain knowledge if you're not in the thick of it non-stop for 6 years. I mean, 6 days a week for 6 years nearly, you know. just because you live here for 20 years doesn't make you the eye of all knowledge. So yeah guys, I don't know what we're going to call this video. It turned into another kind of talk. It was going to be a how to live here video and a little bit of answering the comments. But it turned into a rant on why not to live here basically. But it's just how it goes. Like I said, it's like fucking noisy. Stuff is never planned, guys. I just come out and I talk about what's on my bloody mind and what I want to talk about. That's why it's just going to turn into like daily vlogs, all sorts of subjects. Yeah. Bottom line, this wouldn't be the first place I'll choose to live again, guys, if given the choice again, because of those issues out here. Like I said, Krabi, those places, I've been there. I spent some time in those places as well before settling down here, and obviously are a lot better, much better options. Look up Ao Nang in Krabi and look up Udon Thani and Sukarnakon in Isan, guys, if you're really looking for a nice place to settle down. You'll find it a lot more hospitable than Pattaya, a lot less drama. In Pattaya, I'm going to check out, guys. Thanks again. Don't forget, like, subscribe, guys, and I will be back with something more positive again. Like I said, daily vlogs, guys, just what's on my mind, and that's what I want to talk about today. See you soon. Peace.